Hello, everyone. We're here to do a creator's view today. Welcome, welcome. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for stopping in. And all you guys who've been here and come and check me out a lot, I really appreciate that. Listening to the message of God, it is a little different. It's not got a whole lot of drama in it. It's just how God, the eternal God of creations, sees things and would love for you to see the truth that is within you, the beauty, the peace, the joy, the ability to overcome anything, the ability to grow no matter how old you are, and the ability to love with all your heart. And love is a powerful thing because love makes us feel light and happy and airy. I love love. I'm actually addicted to love, to tell you the truth. And I've gotten in so much trouble because of love and wanting to do good things, for others that I do love. I learned that the best thing I can do is to love myself with my whole heart, because all that energy that pours into other people oftentimes don't always come back. And if we can learn to love ourselves with our whole heart and soul, there will be times when we'll pour our love into stuff and we might not get it back. But at least we love ourselves enough to know that, that's not the road we're going to take. We want to be strong and wait for love to be returned in equal measure. Now, some of us, like me, have a whole lot of love, and nobody's ever going to be able to turn that back to me in equal measure. And I'll tell you why. Because, the eternal God of love, the eternal God of peace is with me. And, there's been quite a few experiences in my life that let me know that I guess I'm kind of been that oddball out. I see God. I've seen gods that were created by the great eternal God. I've seen Jesus. I've seen, I don't know, maybe Venus or Mother Earth. I'm not sure which one she was. I've seen souls in the Milky Way. Luminescent souls. They don't have faces. They have body parts, but they're not like we are. We're close in the image, but I felt like they were feelers, like they felt everything and wasn't, they didn't express it. They'd have to send that energy to you for you to understand what they were, about. I've seen, I've had my descent to hell or the underworld, and I've seen, I guess, creators down there. And the way I took it is like hell is the past, and heaven, where the luminescent creatures were, is the future. And here we are, right here in the middle, right? And so we have the aspects or characteristics of the people of the past, right? Who their essence is still with us, of course, their spirits, their knowledge, their wisdom, their understandings. But yet it's us in this lifetime that reaches up north high. We want to take our past ancestors who are with us, leading us, guiding us, protecting us, and we want to think as much higher as we can, or in a more loving sense, because love is the ultimate treasure. When you love and appreciate yourself, you love and appreciate everybody else, You love and appreciate the creator of creations. You appreciate your body, you appreciate everything. And man, when you appreciate, what is there to get down about? Even sometimes, I even appreciate the hells that I've been through because it makes me who I am today. Oh, I have my days, where I'm like, oh, that was so bullshit. I can't believe I got treated like that. I have those days. And even the Creator allows me to have those days because those are emotions that I need to bring up and rinse out of me. Those old emotions, the anger that you couldn't show, the frustration that you had to hold back, while you're trying to stay cool, calm, and collected, and you really feel like just screaming, and pulling somebody's hair out. I'm sorry. I'm not really violent. I have never hurt anyone, okay? But that don't mean people don't think I might, because I carry myself with an air of sweet sincerity. But then there's that opposite side. If it gets stirred up, it's like I go straight from the light into the dark. And I can be, I'm quick to know how to cut an abuser off. That's it. I'm very quick to put an abuser in their place very fast. Because I can go from the sweetest, kindest, gentlest person you ever saw into somebody that you don't know. And that's kind of scary for people metaphysically. We've got the dice going. We got Jupiter expansion. I love that. And I heard a couple tarot card readers reading on Jupiter today. And we got Taurus moving forward, straight ahead. Bringing and manifesting our material needs in the world. And we got 3, collaboration, and that's kind of like what we're doing here today. So this is about collaborating on expansion. And the 3, of course, is where more than 2 are together. It's a collaboration, it's business, it's what we're doing here, a social get together. And we're going to pull a couple of charms. I love you guys for hanging out with me, giving me a reason to, come on here and express myself. It always does me so much good, so much good. And you would never, never, never believe how hard, and the way I talk, you'd think it ain't hard at all, but to get me to come on here and start chatting. I just worry to death, about it all. Am I going to do the right thing? Am I going to say the right things? It's crazy. It's crazy. We've got Francis. Pray for us. I love that. And there's, it looks like a possibility of a daisy. It says pray for us. Saint Francis was the patron saint of, I think he was more in Asia, Tao. I'm not sure where St. Francis come from, but I honor the man because, he could have done anything. He was very wise, smart, everybody loved him, but he would not leave the poor. He stayed amongst the poor and was always there for them. And, I honor that because, to tell you the truth, I don't believe we can build a new world without starting from the bottom up. I don't think anybody should ever get to go right straight to the top because they're going to miss the experience of becoming It's good to start at the bottom. Although Francis stayed there, he didn't have to, but he was more like, on the totem pole, the strongest are on the bottom. They hold up, all those earth signs, heavy duty earth signs on the bottom. They can hold up the totem pole. I don't know why I said earth, probably because it's made of wood and that makes me think of earth. But anyway, the totem pole on the bottom is I would think, is the mainframe of the structure. And so it's very important that anybody that ever decides to go into politics or leadership would want to start at the bottom to get to know the people and their needs of that career or post. I'll call it a post because really, you stand your post when you're an official. Here we've got somebody, and there's a half a heart here. So maybe somebody out there is in love and somebody else has the other half of their heart. I love you. That's all I can say is I love you, and I pray that all things come together. Or this could be that somebody's got a heart you can see through, clear, beautiful, the deep dive. I'm not surprised. We're still in Scorpio, and the moon is passing by Pluto. And so a lot of us might be in our fields. The ocean, is rolling and turning. I know I was in my fields this morning. I had to get up, do my exercises. I did, my 7 minutes of yoga, 8 minutes of cardio, and I felt a lot better. So I decided, well, maybe I'll go eat me some black beans and rice, and that'll give me a little energy. And it did, because I've been in my fields. I've been in my fields for a couple days. And the moon's been in Scorpio, which is representation. The moon represents the ocean, right? Scorpio represents diving deep, desiring to know the truths, the unadulterated truth. That's Scorpio. I want to know the truth, and I want to know, I want to know the truth, and I don't want no lies. I just want it straight out. And I can kind of relate to that, so I've had people withhold truths from me, and so I've been crying over it a little bit, like, why? And I know that's self-pity, but I'm only human. And it took a little bit of time for me to pull myself together, but I did, and here I am. I love you guys, and I did it so that I could come on here and have a chit-chat with y'all and share. And I hope you don't mind me sharing. And if you guys want to share with me, share away, because I love it. And I love you guys. I got a few badasses out there. You guys are strong, independent, forced to deal with women, and I love that, and I love you. Okay, let's see what Creator would say to us today. This is a Creator's view. And I got some awesome men out there, too, who are definitely in their divine masculine side. And I do want to always read when I read for the divine masculine, but sometimes there are things that come in that, you have to go through with and speak on. And I don't know, sometimes I wonder if men get a little bit touchy about it, So I don't know. And since I'm going through this ordeal with a man, I have to be careful and not allow myself to be tainted because I'm mad at one in particular. And, I'm not perfect. Praise God. Praise God, because that gives me room to play, right? Okay, maybe that's what we're going to pull an archetype. Maybe that's the message is about, we're not supposed to be perfect. When we're perfect, we don't get to play. We don't get to experiment. We don't get to, because we always stick to that same old perfect routine, right? When we're imperfect, that leaves room to make mistakes or find genius. Some people find genius in mistakes. And the most important thing is to not be afraid to be an oddball or silly or different or to play, to allow yourself that, right? So that we can be generous with ourselves, cut ourselves some slack, allow ourselves to be okay just as we are, right where we stand, right where we sit. Just take a deep breath and say, I am okay. I am friggin' fantastic today. And then let that energy take over, right? I am friggin' fantastic today. Oh, look what we got, ladies and gentlemen. The Queen. I love the Queen. Yes. We got some queens watching. I know we do. Oh, yeah. Rubies and snakes. And what kind of flower is that? That could be a honeysuckle. Anybody know what that flower is? Please let me know. Let me get it up closer. Please let me know if you know what that flower is. We know the snake represents the Kundalini, right? We know that we have an energetic system that goes up and down. And we know they call it the Kundalini. They also represent it as the serpent, right? You know, in Adam and Eve, the serpent coming down the tree meant that they were living in their lower chakras, is what I think. And, you know, they had sex. And I think this freaked out the guy or person or whoever was watching over the garden for whatever reason. And their chakras awoken. And from there, I guess the evolution could have been of us awakening the rest of our chakras to find our way to heaven, where we get up here to the top, right? So yeah, I seen that as the serpent coming down the tree, and so Adam and Eve fell into lust, maybe. Which is what the lower chakra will do if you don't completely work on it and stuff. You'll go and be lusty, the lower two chakras. So it had to have been the lower two chakras because they created Egypt and things like that after Adam and Eve. We got these big, giant statues, and man, they must have had some powerful, powerful manifestation skills. I mean, really, when you think about those, they built those in like a lifetime of a pharaoh, and pharaohs hardly ever lived over 60 years. That's amazing to me. That's crazy manifestation. That's like, wow, out of this world. And, you know, accordingly, the pharaohs were powerful with, well, they don't say what kind of power they had. They were just supposedly powerful. So they ruled. They were powerful rulers. Now, when we go back into the depths of Egypt, we hear of Isis and Osiris and Horus and Set. You know, these entities and probably the children of Adam and Eve, right? Fighting all the time. All that stuff got passed down to us, brothers and sisters, you know, mothers and fathers, and, you know, building everybody's own little tribe to where this is my family, that's your family, you know, whatever, however. You know, this is my pyramid. You'll have to go build your own pyramid. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's just pastime. If you guys got any ideas, let me know. Let me know. Okay. Oh, I love this. Abundance. We are in the season of abundance, my friends. The eternal creator is bringing abundance. I see this dragon as the eternal creator. Always was, always will be. You know, the great mind of the universe that was probably the first thing that was born was the brain. And, you know, I don't know if you ever noticed or not, but a sperm actually looks like a baby dragon. You know, it looks like it's, and then when it goes into the egg, you know, it just kind of like goes right in there. And, you know, it makes me wonder, is this because the brain is the masculine? Well, one part of it. You know, what is that? What is in that causes this egg to begin to turn into this woman? What is going on in our world? This is such a great mystery to me. I've been thinking about it all morning. How is all these things possible? And a universe, because I guess all things are possible. So Creator says we're all in abundance. We're in abundance. Those of you that are watching this channel are feeling very abundant. You're feeling blessed. You're feeling watched over by big powers. You're feeling like you've hit the treasure box. And I can see it. I can see it. I've seen this card twice today. That's pretty beautiful. Abundance. I'm going to read that card. Okay, let's take the time and read one. We'll read one of them. Just 15:6. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful spring, summer. We're getting ready to have summer solstice on Friday, right? Here we go. Oh, that's a lot. Abundance. Keywords: abundance, consciousness, giving, receiving, energy, love, and appreciation. Abundance is a state of plenty, and a state is a state of mind, right? We're talking about a state of mind. Abundance is a feeling. Yes. Abundance surrounds you. Have faith and conviction that you are full of abundance. Complete trust is required. Your rainy day is today. Determine your goals and reasons and set intentions. A state of contentment, not influenced by external factors. Relax and enjoy yourself. Generosity ripples outwards. The more you give, the more you receive. Appreciate and be grateful. Yeah, I understand that. I've been looking at them babies all day. So grateful to have these two new little living creatures here with me to play with and talk to. And so, you know, I feel very grateful and blessed and abundant, and I hope you guys too. It is absolutely a state of mind to be happy and grateful for what you have. And, you know, me of all people know that, who've had, you know, my whole life, you know, I want to say taken away, but I gave it away through my actions of the drugs and alcohol and, you know, bad partners. I understand now at this point that I did all that I was that, and I did that. It's on me. But now, in this state that I'm in now, that I have learned so much, it'll never happen again. And that makes me feel abundant. I feel grateful. I feel happy to know that I'm at a place where I can make choices for my best interest. And to me, that makes me feel abundant. And so I'm grateful for everything I have. I'm very, very grateful that I do Sometimes we have our moments, right? And we got to allow that too. We got to allow that too. And we got to tell ourselves that's okay. You had a moment. That's okay. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. We got 2 here. 8 of Swords. Doggone it. Somebody may have made sacrifices. Don't we all? 8 of Swords. In pain. I get from this to thinking on one pain while allowing another pain in the background. I haven't got that card before. We're going to have to read this too, guys. 8 of Swords. It just looks plumb. His hand is bleeding. Makes me think he feels like he made a mistake. Well, it's obvious some kind of mistake was made. Somebody got hurt. Got somebody that's possibly hurting. This is not you, collective. This is somebody else, maybe because of you. 8 of Swords. Yeah, he looks like he's been through hell. The ego, truth, power, responsibility, consequences, cause and effect, lessons learned, memory. Yes, this is the ego dying. So, maybe somebody out there that is releasing or going through their ego. Ego does not always tell the truth. Effect will always follow the cause. Time to change your ways. Self-justification does not mitigate harm. Consequences sometimes are inescapable. We all make mistakes. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So going back to what I said, I feel so much better now that I've learned so many things from the life that I've lived, that it's taught me so much. And that I'm really looking forward to moving forward, right? Moving forward in my life in a different way, in a different format. And it hurt. It hurt a lot. And I'm still hurting sometimes when you lose somebody that you love, or even have to give them up while you still love them and don't even understand why you love them, right? Right. Because love is the next card. Love has so many levels. We love our children, we love our puppies, but we don't love our children and our puppies in the same way. We love our mom and dad, and we love our husband, but we don't love our mom and dad the same way we love our husband. Or mate. Let's call it mate. I don't believe in husbands anymore. I don't think we're supposed to get married for life. Not in my world. I'm not sure how in your world, but in my world, I think it's just taking a mate. When I look out through nature, most of the times, most animals have children by different fathers. That's just the way nature is. One litter may be by one father, and the next litter could be by the next father. And, I had 4 children. 2 of them belonged to one father, 2 of them belonged to another father. And so, when it comes to love, there's so many different types and levels of love, from passionate love to obedient love to free love, to confined love, to unrequited love, to just love of children, love of mother, love of squirrels, love of nature, all different levels. And so love does not go away. The only way you can change love is turn it into hate. I don't like hate. Hate sucks. I don't like it. I don't like to think about it. I don't like to be in the mindset of where I'm, dissing on people. I want to, of course, speak the truth about them and then let it go. I don't want to deal with it anymore. It's over. What's over and done is over and done. But I still have love. You just can't cut love off like that. You might can cut the people off in their actions, but love is eternal. It lasts forever. And unless you turn it into hate. And I myself, again, have decided that I will continue to love even though they're not able to love me back. And that's okay. That's okay. They don't love themselves either. And, you can see how they treat themselves in such a way that they're not caring for themselves, and that's not love. That's abuse. That's toxic. So, love to me is, first love starts at home, right? You eat right. You treat yourself right. You take the right steps in order to make sure your body's okay, your mind's okay, your heart's okay, your emotions okay. You got to check everything off like you're a fine-tuned car, right? It's got to be like you've got to go in the shop every morning and check everything out. How's the heart feeling today? What's the mind thinking today? What's the body like today? Right? Yeah, where's the passion? It's an adventure. And we're all on it, learning these things. It's not easy upgrading to new consciousness, to open our minds to new ways, to do our best to move forward. This is a rebeller. He's rebelling against, everything. He's climbed to the top of this mountain. He's looking out over into the future where he's going, and the past is dark. It's always dark in the past. Yeah, it's dark back there. You always want to be better than you were back then, right? Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm up here on this mountain. I have learned so much, and I might not be as young as this guy, and maybe you ain't either, but we're getting ready to start new adventures of whatever it is, and of the things that we, again, love. We love at all levels, and we don't change our love to hate to satisfy the ego, right? This is the ego. Yeah, remember now, it would have been easy for me to hate and be mad and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to forgive, release, let go, and get ready to move on to my next adventure. To rebel against hate and animosity, and to understand that love is eternal. You can't turn it off. You can only turn it to hate. It's an energy that's forever with us. We can go on the adventure of love and be willing to take a few blows to our ego, let our ego get smacked around a little bit. That doesn't hurt. It only humbles us down back into love. And so here we are at the precipice. Somebody have made it up to the top of this mountain and are looking out to the rest of their lives. That's how I feel, that I'm looking out to the rest of my life. I'm 62. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I still have a good life ahead of me. And I need, even if I don't want to get up and practice that each day, I know that I need to, because I'm going to get through this heartbreak and make it to the other side. Right? Right. We all will, and we all do, no matter what we're going through, whether it's a heartbreak, whatever loss. And because of the loss, I'm more abundant than I've ever been. I wake up happier every day than I have in years and years and years. Well, this turned into, I don't know. I'm sorry. I love y'all. So here we are, ready to go off on an adventure, right? We don't know where we're going. All we know is we got to wake up each morning and be prepared for something new to come into our life that's going to give us a direction to the next point of our life. And it's like following a map in bits and pieces, right? In bites. Just like the computer has bits, bytes, and it has to all fill in before we see the picture. And so it's just one day at a time, moving forward. And that's all any of us can do, is move forward one day at a time, right? Just one day at a time. And we get that day under us and we're like, thank God. But what's wonderful is to go to bed and look forward to the next day, right? That's the place we want to be, to where we're really grateful when we lay down at night, feel like we've had a full day, and be grateful for the day that's coming ahead. The Scribe. I have pulled this card so much in the last few days, probably at least in the last 3 days, probably 7 times. So much so I've started even writing even more. But God wants us to write about the changes going on in our life. I really feel that. You guys too are going through changes. I know you are. A lot of us are going through the same things. A lot of us woke up to the same stuff. People, need to know. I'm writing all my stuff down. I have no idea how to make a book. I already got a book. I've wrote it. I just don't know what to do with it. But any of you guys out there that have beautiful experiences, or even not so beautiful experiences, write these things down for your children, for your family. My son is 42 now, and he's asking all kinds of questions. And that's only because he don't have a family and he's living here with me. But a lot of our children, as they grow up, they will want to know a lot of things about you. And what a gift you can leave them by writing down your life, your journal, your history, the things you've been through, unabashedly truthful and honest, and leave that to them for posterity. That's how the Bible got written. That's how a lot of sacred texts got written. People wrote things and left them for other people and children. And then it ended up that it was so wonderful that it was like it helped the whole world grow. So who knows? Yeah, so write down your adventures with love. Write down the adventures of, separating your ego from your true eternal self. The ego always wants to hate, but we can't hate. We gotta love no matter what. And remember that love can so easily alchemize into hate if we let it, but only if you let it. Because if you decide you're going to stay full of love, ain't nothing going to stop you, because God's going to be right there with you. Ain't nothing going to take your love. Ain't nothing going to make it go away, because God will ensure that you find the way to always find a way back to love. When I meditate on my heart, I see it as this beautiful three-tiered green flower. I love to watch it get all puffy and grow. I don't know what kind of meditation it is I do, but I imagine each one of my chakras being a beautiful flower of some sort, And I really get into it sometimes too, into my meditations anymore. I hear that they've been helping me to wash the blood away. I didn't know that. That can cause me to get happier and happier too. My experience at the cross and the murder of Jesus, witnessing it, and all the blood flying all over me. And that was pretty traumatic experience and had been with me for over 35 years now. And I learned the other day that me reaching out to the ethers and the ethers showing me that door that cleanses my chakras all the time, cleansing me and washing me of the blood curse. Because to draw somebody's blood out of their body, that's a curse. You're killing somebody. That's terrible, and to witness it was even more. So there's a lot of things that I've had to clean up that wasn't even my own. I hear it was the karma, their karma dumped on me, as if God would know. The Creator, the Eternal One, would not know the difference between the blood of one that throwed it all over me and the blood that was in my veins. Death and rebirth. Yes, the blood in my veins. God knew the difference. The universe knew the difference. And the eternal God, of whom I know not whom that is. I couldn't never give you a name, but I did pull a card today that said the Eternal One that sounded just so right. So we've got a death and a rebirth. And I kind of been feeling like, that the old is gone and the new is coming. But it's not quite hatched yet, right? Are you waiting for your egg to hatch? Are you waiting? Yeah, me too. I'm ready to hatch. Can you imagine? Into a whole new being again, born again. Yeah, born again, born again. We're born through blood and water. That's the only time we should have anybody put blood all over us. Yeah, we already baptized through birth, blood and water. Beautiful, isn't it? Masculine, feminine, and that is healing. And we've never been a sinner. Never. We come here for experiences, whether good or bad. Whether good or bad. We pay for both. If we do good things, we get good things. If we do bad things, then bad things happen. We have to pay for it. We don't get away with nothing. No. It's always good to lean into the good. Look at there. 10 of fire. Burn, burn, baby, burn. This is the fiery angels, the ones that have their systems lit up and are receiving from, above and below, from the north to the south, to the east to the west. They affect the world. You guys are like, we are like, wow, look at that. That's us. We are firecrackers. And many, many more are lighting up too. All around the world, people are turning on their chakras. They're cleansing their systems with the auras and the ethers of creation. And we're getting ready to make a statement in the world before long. We will be making a statement. We're already making statements. Things are already going on, changing. Justice is coming. Justice will be served. Justice is slow, but the wheel of justice grinds fine. But we're seeing it. We're seeing justice served, and more is coming. It's coming. And more people are going to stand up, too, for justice. Manifesting. Justice is manifesting in the world. And I believe in my heart and soul, we're going to live to see it. Well, we're the ones creating it. We're the ones working on it with God, Creator, Eternal One, Eternal Love. It's manifesting. And we, as a group, are more powerful and are bringing it in. Yes, we work together, the energies, bringing it in. Okay, guys, I love you guys, and I hope that something in here resonated with you, and I really love coming here and chatting with you guys, and I'm hoping to get a little bit better as time goes on. I love y'all. If you're still here, you know it was a 33-year relationship, so it's been almost 2 months now. I feel better than ever, but I still think about a lot of the things that I went through. And so, it's working through that. I'm healing. I'm working through my healing. And I love you guys, and I love having this platform that I can come and see you guys. So thank you so much. And please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sagittarius reading. And really, when I want to talk about those readings, and I hope I think about it when I do it, is that, we're all under the moon. And as she goes through each and every cycle, so do we with her. And it is that in itself is an amazing adventure. I think this represents Sagittarius right here. And we are in Sagittarius today. I need to watch the cards more because it seems like they really, really, really do relate to where the moon is sitting, okay? Where she's at. And it's pretty amazing. Scorpio. Death represents Scorpio. She's also in Scorpio and Sagittarius, and these two come out side by side. The scribe would be a part of Sagittarius as well. Intelligence, great intellect, writing, and things like that. So, writing and documenting things like that will also help your day to pass. I love to write. It's how I pass a lot of my day. So, okay, guys. Well, with that being said, please let me know what you think. And I love you guys. Bye-bye.